Hi, this is Graham from Jenham's Astro. Today we're going to look at a set of eyepieces called the Halloween Plossls. Now we've all got a couple of favourite eyepieces that we first grab when we go outside to set up, and mine come from this set. Now if you want a bit of retro kit that looks great, does the job and is a bit of fun, look no more. You need a set of these. Okay, let's see what we've got. Now, Celestron. So they're the famous US-based producer of telescopes and accessories. They started up in 1964, and if we fast forward to the 90s, they're producing eyepieces in Taiwan. Now it's said that with this range of eyepieces, the intention was to compete with some Plossl designs that are being produced by a premium manufacturer at the time. I think the consensus is that they did a pretty good job. Halloween? Well, the name is an easy one. It comes from the colour scheme. I think it's still a smart look. And Plossl, well, this is a design of eyepiece first produced in 1860 by an Austrian, George Plossl. I should apologise if my pronunciation isn't quite right. I think this just gives us an ideal opportunity to see what is inside a Plossl eyepiece. Okay, so if you take apart a Plossl eyepiece, this is the sort of thing you'll find inside. This isn't an eyepiece from the Halloween range, but it's the same optical design. So you'll find inside two optical elements here, separated by a spacer ring. If you take a closer look, you'll see that each of the lenses is in fact a doublet, so that each is composed of two lens elements, and that's put together, that's the classic Plossl design of four lens elements. The two elements are the same most of the time, in which case you would call the Plossl eyepiece design a symmetrical design. And if we look at an outline of those lens elements, you can see this is the arrangement and the shape of the four elements. Now, Plossl design, typically they're good general purpose eyepieces. They've got a reasonable apparent field of view. It's about 50 degrees. It's nothing special compared to more modern designs, but these are always really a mid-range type of eyepiece design, and they're pretty flexible. You can use them over a range of targets and magnifications. So I'd say Plossls are basically a good versatile eyepiece design to have in your collection. Okay, so what are they like? Well, they're great to look at and they're great to look through, obviously, that's why we're here. More specifically, the range consists of 9 eyepieces, ranging in focal length from a 6.3 up to 40mm. If you look in the Celestron accessory catalogue from back in the 90s, it gives you the spec of the range of eyepieces, and it confirms what we know in that the apparent field of view ranges from 52 degrees to 46 degrees. So, like I say, nothing special, but perfectly okay. It also tells us the eye relief of each eyepiece, and generally Plossls have got quite short eye relief, and it's confirmed in that you only have 5mm eye relief for the highest power eyepiece, going up to 31mm for the lowest power eyepiece. So if you, like me, wear glasses, then probably you're going to find that the eyepieces that are 10mm focal length and below are not going to be particularly comfortable to use, but that's not a big deal. For me, my favourites are probably the 17mm and the 32mm eyepiece focal lengths. Now, many collectors compare these to the Silvertop series, which was made by or with the Vixen company, saying that the coatings on those may be a little bit better than on the Halloween Plossls. I say maybe that's so, but I've always found that these eyepieces give really good contrast and sharp images. So do you fancy building your own collection? Well, it's fairly easy to pick these up, some of them at least, some of the focal lengths, if you look around the Astro forums, but if you want to complete the set, it's not that easy. For me, in order to find the last eyepiece, it's had to come across the Atlantic, the 20mm eyepiece. I found it pretty hard to track down, so I'd like to thank the seller for taking the trouble to ship that across to me in the UK, and also one other eyepiece came from Australia, so similarly that's you need to search these out if you want a whole set. What else is there to say? Is this an objective comparison of this eyepiece set versus other eyepiece sets you might choose to collect? Well, not really, but I'd say that they are affordable, functional, great to look at, and they're a bit of fun. So that's it. Thanks for watching.